Hey guys, it's your girl Michelle Renese, and I wanted to go over a couple of self-development questions to help us find. We've been talking about peace, right? But internal peace, like personal peace, like your goals, what you are doing every day in order to stay grounded and centered in your own personal life, right? Because we know the outside world is chaotic. A lot of things are going on. Some of it affects us directly, some of it affects us indirectly. But as a human being, of course, I feel pain in my heart to see people being hurt, people's families being ripped apart, of course. Leadership not responding in a way or a manner that I deem appropriate. Okay, so that's all I will say about that. So, with that being said, how are you guys showing up to be the best person that you could be? And I thought like 5 personal questions, like what am I doing in order to show up and be the best person I can be? So here are 5 questions that I picked out that I thought would make sense. And if we could answer those questions, then we would be on a path to having a more fulfilled life, right? So, what qualities describe the person I would like to be? So, what qualities describe the person I would like to be? And some people are satisfied with the person that they currently are. So, if you are satisfied with the person that you currently are, what qualities are you displaying to the world? What qualities do you find that are what make you you? So I would say the qualities that make me Michelle Renese is my compassion for others, my ability to connect with people on a human level, meaning I don't have to see myself personally in you. I can see you as a human, and I can see that some of the goals that we want, I have 2 sons. I want my sons to be healthy. I want my sons to have a world that's safe. I want my sons to be able to move around freely, follow the laws of the land, and be treated like a human being. Those are the things that I want personally, right? That my family is safe, that we are working, productive people in society, and that no harm comes to us based on just going to work, getting on the freeway, going to the grocery store, those type of things, right? So that's number 1, right? So what qualities would I use to describe who I am now? And so number 2, I would say what's really important to me. And I think I hit that a little bit with the question that I answered about being connected to people in a human way. And what is important to me is that my family is safe and that we are able to live a life that is just safe and peaceful. You're not bothering anybody. We want to be able to help our neighbors in the event that our neighbors need help, that type of thing. Okay, so what are my goals? So my goals are to share more things with the people that I find in my community, right? I don't really have a big community online. I have a big community outside of social media, right? So I want to be able to share some of the things, like, I guess, electronically. I want to be able to say some of the things, like, because I see my clients personally. So I like to share different things, and sometimes I think, oh, that's profound. That might be, what helped Doug might help Michelle or Tanya or whoever. So a lot of times I think, dang, I should do a talking point on this, but I never do. So we addressed that in my video from yesterday, that I am holding myself accountable and taking action. Okay, so those are my goals. Okay, and then my other question is, what have I been blessed with? Like, what skills, what gifts, what are they? And am I using those skills? So I think if we can all answer those questions for ourselves, So my set of skills, like I said, is I connect with people. I meet them where they're at. They also meet me where I'm at. I'm open enough for them to be able to talk to me. I don't know if it's like my light. I don't know if it's my calmness in speaking. I don't know what it is that makes me Michelle Renese, other than I was blessed with the way that I operate. And I've seen tremendous growth in the way that I show up for myself and for others. So I hope that those questions have been something that maybe you can reflect on, maybe something that you could look at in your personal life and see if, like, are you showing up in your biggest way? Are you showing up and are you sharing with the world the things that you take for granted that we would think is amazing? Like, you're excellent at marketing. You could look at my budget and tell me, this is where you're off, Michelle. Those are things that people don't necessarily toot their own horn for, that they're good at these things just because they're good at it. That is called a gift. That is what you are blessed with. And share it with others. Why not? Okay? Anyway, it's your girl, Michelle Renese. Have a great day. Thanks for rocking with me. And day 2, holding myself accountable. All right, I'm doing all of this on Substack, a little bit on YouTube. All right, guys, have a great day. Be blessed.